Welcome, Gun Runner.
Hello everybody, Retro Gamer here again, back with another little video for you. As people who watch my channel quite a lot will know, just recently I've been reviewing quite a few retro gaming related books. So I'm going to bring you another one today because this is a new one that's just come out, I've just picked up. I suppose you could actually call it a bookazine more so than a book. It's kind of a hybrid, but it's what it is the new Video Games Hardware Handbook, which is by Retro Gamer. Now, as you might know, they've done quite a lot of these in the past, so there's been several editions of this already, but this is the new one for 2014, bigger and better than ever. As you can see, it's a fair old size. We'll have a little flick through the book in a moment, just so I can give you an idea of of what's in it. But just to tell you a few things about it, I mean, I picked up this in WH Smith, so it's available pretty much anywhere at the moment. It costs $9.99. You can also order it directly from the Imagine Publishing shop. I'll put a link below the video where you can order it if you haven't got a WH Smith or something near you, or if you're abroad and you still want to pick it up. It's got, yeah, pretty much every system under the sun. I mean, it says on the cover from 1977 to 1999. So a lot of it is, as you might know from previous editions of this, it's reprints of articles that appeared in the magazines, but they do quite often make little changes here and there, even if it's just a new format that they've laid it out in. But if you haven't got every issue of Retro Gamer available, then this is a great little companion if you just have a flick through, because it's got the top 10 guides for each machine, pretty much every major console or computer they've been. It's also a great coffee table book. I mean, I love just to pick it up every now and again and just flick through it and remind myself of a few little facts here and there about the machines. It's easier than searching through sort of 100-odd copies of Retro Gamer trying to remember which issue it was in that had the the ColecoVision piece, or which article was it where they interviewed people from Atari, or which issue was it that had the Mega CD top 10 or whatever. It's just easy to go and grab this and you've got it all there just together. So without further ado, we'll cut here and I'll just give you a little general impression of what it's all about. Okay, we'll take a little look at what the magazine's all about. I'm not going to sort of show you all of it, leave something for when you actually pick it up so you can have a good read and check it out for yourself, but I'll just have a sort of quick flick through. You can see there the index, just a little bit of an overview of what's in it. Starts off with the console that started it all, really, the Fairchild Channel F, which some of you may know was the first console to use interchangeable programmable cartridges before the Atari 2600, which is obviously which is quite often miscredited as the first one. It was actually the Fairchild Channel F. Grandstand did actually sell the machine in the UK, but it was pretty much unknown. It never got big sales figures. There wasn't a massive amount of games released for it, but it goes through all of that. Then it goes into the Atari 2600, the first big boy with a nice little top 10, including a few of my favourites like Defender 2. Disappointed to see no Solaris though, that should have had a place there. Goes into the Intellivision, sort of skips through from there. There's a nice section on Nintendo Game & Watches as well. That I thought was a welcome addition to the magazine for all the Nintendo fans. And the Perfect 10 there. Computers, it goes to Spectrum, the ZX81, the BBC. Even the Dragon 32 gets a look in, as you can see. The C64. The Vectrex, really underrated system. If you ever get a chance to play on a Vectrex at a video game show, or if you're lucky enough to own one, they're well worth checking out. There's some absolutely fantastic games on it. the Msx Famicom. Just quickly flicking through it here. There's the good old Amiga. I think that's followed by the Atari ST. Yes, it is. One of my own personal machines that I grew up with, the NES. The Master System. PC Engine, another I feel very underrated machine. It's something I've grown to love even more in recent times. I was lucky that when I was a kid I had a friend who had quite a bit of money, and he used to import everything from abroad, and he picked up a PC Engine, must have been in about 1988, with quite a few games, and I used to go around to his house every opportunity to play on it. It just blew me away back then. But I've played obviously a lot more games on it nowadays and grown to appreciate the system even more. So screw up, good old Mega Drive, probably my favourite console of all time, the Mega Drive. Game Boy. The Atari Lynx, which is full stop my favourite machine of all time. I won't rattle on about the Atari Lynx again. I have actually done a review video of that. So if you want to know more about the Atari Lynx, then please sort of have a look on my channel and go and check that out. The Game Gear, another system I've actually got a review of on my channel. SNES. CDI. CDI I think has got a really bad reputation for being an awful games machine. I think it gets a lot of unfair stick. I think it's actually got some quite decent stuff on it, and I liked the top 10 here because they were all games that I've got, and I pretty much agreed with all of them. But I was disappointed not to see Steel Machine there, because that's an absolutely brilliant clone of Iridium. So if you've got a CDI, well worth checking out. Mega CD, 3DO, which got a big special feature in Retro Gamer quite recently. The Jaguar, I'll just go to this piece just for a moment, because I was really pleased when I picked this up from the newsagents, because I actually wrote this Atari Jaguar piece for Retro Gamer, and I've never had one of my articles printed in one of these special hardware guides before, so this was a personal first for me. So I was very proud to see my Atari Jaguar article printed in it, and it was an article that I was very proud of. I got to speak to a lot of really interesting people, including Daryl Steele, who was the head of Atari UK. Sega Saturn, another one of my all-time favourite consoles. Good old Sega Rally there, probably one of my favourite games of all time. The PCFX, which is a machine you pretty much never hear mentioned. It was the failed successor to the PC Engine that only came out in Japan. N64. Virtual Boy. Game Boy Color. Dreamcast. Neo Geo Pocket. And then that's it. Little plug for Retro Gamer at the back, and the retro collection's there. And a nice back cover that sort of shows you what it's all about. So all in all, it's an absolutely fantastic book. So if you are looking for something new to read, or just something to keep on your coffee table and have a flick through when the moment takes you, then this is a really, really great retro publication that covers pretty much every machine under the sun. Gives you a lot of details, some great interviews, top 10s. It's pretty much got everything you need for that nostalgia hit. So head on down to the Debate Smiths, pick it up, or order it from the Imagine shop. Highly recommended. I've been the Retro Lad. Please check out my other videos. You can hit me up on Twitter @RetroLad, find me on Facebook, or through Retro Video Gamer Forum, and look out for a new video soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.